why is water here? Water is not Afrobeat. She didn't say that, which is a thing that they do globally, where everybody coming out of Africa now is doing Afrobeat just because Afrobeat is the popular sound.
Popular one.
When it comes to Amapiano, Davido is one Nigerian artist that gets in the conversation of Amapiano.
Absolutely.
So, because he has some of the biggest
Amapiano songs. Everybody's making music now, and the fact that everybody's making music right now, there's going to be a lot of mediocre stuff out there.
Adekunle Gold.
Yeah.
It's a perfect example of an artist
that is always reinventing himself.
And we love it.
Yes.
But we can't deny that when he first transitioned from the Adekunle Gold that we knew
to AG Baby
pop star, people were like, no. Welcome to another edition of Zero Conditions Podcast. Melody's in the building. Tolani is absent. Ogalolutu absent. I do not know what is going on with the man, but a stand-up guy is in the building.
Yes,
he showed up. The other men did not show up, but Tolu Daniels is in the building. Ogalolu, if you watch this, I don't know what you mean by you forgot to show up. I don't die. But of course, the show must go on. I'm so excited to have this conversation with you, Tolu Daniels. This is the first time we're having a chat. I feel like there's so much I'm going to ask you. I hope you don't get into trouble. But yes, it's Zero Conditions, brought to you by Pop Central. We're live on TV and, of course, the Chivas Regal. And yes, you can catch us live on Pop Central channel 189. And of course, this episode drops on Monday across all your favorite streaming platforms. Let's get into all the conversation.
Yes, sir.
Tolu.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Afro hype. Just in case you do not know, Tolu Daniels is like one of the biggest hype men, A&R music execs in Afrobeat.
I try.
You do used to do stuff.
I try.
You do used to do stuff. Like you do used to stay away from trouble too.
Yes, so like very well. I stay from trouble.
Except once when I see your tweet and I'm like,
Yeah, sometimes I just like
this tweet is coming from somewhere.
Yes, now sometimes just be like, let's poke some people. Then you do that too. But I like to stay away from drama, man. Like but sometimes you just have to like poke some people, let them know that it's happening.
I feel like the older you get, the more less interested you are in a lot of things.
Yes. So I think recently I was like going to like stuff, and then I saw like a couple tweets from like when I was younger. Bro, sometimes I used to be like that. I used to talk a lot on Twitter, but I think when you grow up, you
had your buju moment.
I don't know. But yeah, man, the older you get, you just realize that sometimes all you need is just to make money. And just leave every other thing be.
And leave the shalaye.
Exactly, man.
I also think that going back to maybe like your social media or seeing the old opinions that you used to have, I think that people should not hold it too much.
Oh, of course.
Except the opinions are extreme. Maybe like you used to have used to threaten to kill people. You used to have rapist conversations. All those kind of things are heavy that we can now be bothered. Are you okay? Are you all right? Should this person be arrested? But if it's like opinions or being a troll or having very bad conversation, people should understand, especially if you were younger at that time.
Yes.
Not like you're in your forces and making a fool out of yourself on social media.
I feel like people grow and then you learn and unlearn stuff. You decide that this is what I used to back then, but I don't think I should do this at this age. I understand.
Yes.
But I think people should just allow people grow. When I see some people tweet some things now, I'm like, well, I mean, this is your time to.
It's your time, yes.
Like so it's fine.
I agree. It's like these days I'm just like, okay, we've all been there, or some people have been there, and it's just age playing out.
Exactly.
But I generally also think that in the music space, a lot of times people expect you to be dramatic. I don't know. I feel like sometimes people want to overcompensate because you people are. I'm sorry, I'm going to say you people. I'm sorry.
Yeah, go on.
You people are so obsessed with like visibility. Like so hyper. Like people are obsessed with hyper visibility. That people will do anything to stay in front of the conversation.
Yeah.
And because they feel like if you're not in front of the conversation, you're not visible. Maybe trending on Insta blog or something, you won't get jobs.
So it's like sometimes people like they might want to say like the most mundane things,
Yeah.
and they just want to be sensational about
Yes.
it. And
because the system rewards it sometimes.
Exactly, the system rewards all of that. So people feel like if you're not throwing in something slightly controversial in there, nobody's going to talk. And so people tend to be like very, very sensational when they say like a lot of things. But I think, like I said, I mean, it's really down to like growing up.
Growing up, right?
I'm for me, I'm going to put everything down to like growing up, because me 2 years back, me 3 years back, me 4 years back, before I started working in music proper, I just used to be like a music lover. I was trying to be very, very sensational, because I can't lie. I was trying to be all of that.
To be spotted.
Exactly, but
so that's a thing.
It is a thing. It is a thing. People just want to. You have to be seen. People want to be seen. But I think growing up, I've just realized that I don't want to be that. To be honest, I just want to be on my own. If I say something, you don't agree with it, you don't have to agree with it.
Yes.
And most time, I don't even want you to know what I'm saying.
Exactly.
If you like, this is your opinion, great. Me, I have my own. I'd rather hold on to it. You do you. Everybody will be fine.
And also, I'm not going to go back and forth with you on social media. If I tweet something you don't like, that's your business.
Oh, that's the last thing I would do.
If you respond, all the best to
that's
you.
The last thing
like I really appreciate, and like thumbs up to people that go on social media and be educating people. I will never be. What's my business with your opinion? That's how you feel. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, all right, fantastic. I'm not going back and forth.
I think I've made it a conscious thing never to reply trolls.
Me too. But I don't even answer you. Even in real life, I'm not going back and forth with human beings.
You understand?
Not doing that on social media.
There's a ton of people that enjoy what you do. So why focus on that one person that does not enjoy it?
But so now on that conversation, are you also of the school of thought that sometimes when celebrities, sometimes celebrities get trolled?
Yeah.
And they go and pick that one negative comment and respond and say, "My goodness," and be emotional all about that tweet. And people be like, "Why do you have to do this? There's so many people supporting you. Why are you picking that one person?"
Sometimes you just, I understand why people do it. Sometimes you just have to like let off on some people. You understand? So you just have to go off like. Because there's a number of people that are supporting what you do, and you decide to go and pick out that one person. Maybe that one person that you decided to pick out, maybe it's been like constant.
Dragging you constantly.
You understand? So you just one day you just said that. Wait, you exactly? What did I do to you? Like I really, you understand? But so I understand people that do that. But my advice is always like, bro, just let it go, man. I would rather not respond to a troll.
Yeah.
I would rather not respond to a troll. There's for one person that does not enjoy what you're doing, there's probably like 2 or 3 other people that enjoy what you're doing. So why not just talk to the people that enjoy it, ask them why they enjoy it, ask them what you can do better, share you get. So that way you know people that genuinely fuck with it, and that's but me, trolls, I made it like a conscious thing never to like reply trolls.
On the conversation of, so for you now, you wear like different caps. Hype man. You started as a music lover, went into hype.
Yeah.
Now you're doing A&R, you're music exec. You're doing this. You're doing that. What's the relationship like with other hype men in Nigeria? Do people have a community?
Oh yeah. I think. Okay, so because I always say that in the food chain, in the music industry food chain, I think hype men are like bottom of that food chain. That's fine. That's fine for whatever reasons. Hype men are like the bottom of that food chain. But for me, the way it is, I just see it as everybody just doing what they enjoy. Like everybody doing what they love. I can do this thing. You also can do it. So that does not take away from the fact that I can do it. Because you can do it as well does not take away from the fact that I can do it. You understand? But I think there's a working relationship. I'm very good friends with like a number of hype men, like everybody. I'm very good friends with Livewire. I'm very good friends with Toby Shang, Big Bimi, Tosamak, Active Boy, a number of hype men, like Melody is my guy. You know Melody now, MIA.
Of course.
Yeah, she understands. So like I feel like we hold this relationship where everybody's just, we're cool. They're not giving us what we deserve, like in the industry. So why do we have to stick it to ourselves? Why not just stick together? So yeah, I think there's a very fine working relationship for me. The way me I understand it and the way me I see the other people.
Like me,
exactly. I'm okay with everybody. I love everybody. I feel like everybody's doing their thing, and it's really.
What's Afro hype? Is it a
Okay.
thing you guys created?
So this is where we this is where we disagree.
Okay.
I don't know where that came from, and I don't know where it started from. Afro hype. I don't know, man. I'm going to say this. Like, I'm going to say this. I don't know about that movement, and I don't think I'm a part of that movement.
Oh, okay. It's not a thing that you guys. I know Shaya used to really talk about.
Yeah.
Afro hype. So don't you think that
So I think me, it's not just Afro hype. So I am so against this Afro anything. Anything like this, you slap Afro in front of it. So I think me, I'm against that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's me. So it's not like I have a thing like. Of course, like hype men can put out songs. I've got this song. A rapper put me on the song. You can put hype men on the song. Fatman Scoop is one of his. Rest in peace to Fatman Scoop. He's probably like the greatest hype man that ever lived, and he's got like a number of records out there. So like hype men can do songs. Hype men can be on songs. But do we have to call it Afro hype? I don't know. I'm just against slapping Afro in front of everything. Yeah. What is Afro hype? Is you basically just jumping on the song. It's bounce. It's freestyle. So why does it have to be Afro something? Why does it have to be Afro hype? Is you just being what's this guy? This guy that did this song that you want to bamba.
Yeah,
you want to chill with the big boys. It's a hype man. That is like literally an hype man just bouncing on beats. You understand me? So yeah, hype man can do like great things, but I don't know if we should slap the tag Afro hype on it.
Goya Meno.
Yes, Goya Meno. Yes, he put out a song. It went crazy. Tobishan put out a couple records last year. It went crazy. Shea Banks also put out a couple records that went really good. And that is fantastic. Like hype man can put out songs. That's fine. I've got songs out as a hype man, as an executive producer. You understand? But like, should we slap the tag Afro something to it? I don't know.
That's the part that you don't agree with.
Yes, I don't agree with it.
So as someone who is now like in the music space, right? How I'm sure you saw the entire conversation about Super Bowl, Kendrick Lamar headlining, Nicki Minaj going crazy.
How I called that actually. I was speaking with Wano Shikoya. Yeah. I think she tweeted it, said when the announcement was made, before the announcement was made, we were yarning. I was like, I feel like Kendrick is going to play this year's Super Bowl.
You said it before.
Oh yeah, I called it.
Why? Because of the drama with him and Drake, or why?
No, because okay, so if you look at it,
because people are saying that because of that drama, his announcement came off of that, or that drama inspired that because it was in the news.
Yes,
and
there's
all
that. But if you look at it, who are the hottest artists right now? Like who are the hottest rappers in the world right now? You say Drake, you say Kendrick, you say Taylor Swift.
Rapper, she's not a rapper now.
No, okay, I'm saying like artists generally. Okay,
Taylor,
you say Travis Scott. So I was like, who's going to perform this year? And Super Bowl is not really just about like who's hot and who's not.
I was about to say that.
It's not always about who's hot and who's not. It's always about like who can deliver very, very good performances.
Yes.
Like if somebody that is very, very artistic. And then you look at the list that I just made. Who's the number one person?
You've been in the industry for a while. You've paid your dues.
You understand? Yeah. That list: Kendrick, Drake, Trav, Taylor Swift. I don't know who else did I say, but like if you look at those four people who can deliver like serious performance, there. Okay, so you say rappers. Kendrick Lamar is probably like the biggest performer like in rap right now. I'm a J. Cole fan. J. Cole is my ghost, but I know that before you pick J. Cole, you're going to pick Kendrick Lamar when it comes to performance.
Okay.
When it comes to performing, when it comes to being creative with your shit on stage, creating like very, very good performance sets, I'm going to pick Kendrick before I pick Cole. Yes, I'm sorry. That's my goal.
When it comes to lyricism,
oh yeah, no. Cole for sure. Like I've been listening to Cole like since forever. So like the Super Bowl thing, yeah. Everybody, I don't know, man. Super Bowl has never been about what hometown you're from or this thing. I think I saw somebody tweet something one time like that. Super Bowl has been in New Orleans for like at least 10 times, and they did not go and pick the person that is from New Orleans. They did not go and say, okay, let's pick a native from New Orleans. It's never always been about who's from what. Mm-hmm. So the other Super Bowls in New Orleans, why didn't Lil play it when he was the hottest artist in the world then?
So you think that Kendrick deserves this?
Oh, absolutely.
Do you think that so for people who say that he has not earned the right to headline Super Bowl, or some people who feel like he might not be able to kill it, you think that's just people talking?
Nah, that's just people talking.
That's what people talking.
It was at the Super Bowl in 2022, right? Was it 22 or 20? The one with
with Beyonce.
No, the one
Which
with Dr. Dre.
Okay, Dr. Dre.
He was there, and his set was like his I think it was Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Mary J. Blige, and Kendrick.
I think his performance with Beyonce was at the Grammy. I can't
Yeah,
remember.
yeah. I think that was at that.
Yeah.
That was at Grammys. I think so. But yes, so if you look at that 2022 Super Bowl, you see Kendrick's performance, and you can tell that this man can clearly headline like the Super Bowl on his own. People saying he has not earned it, that's a lie, because I think Kendrick has at least 3 classic albums. He's got like at least 3 classic albums. There's the one that there's that one that has a Dem and the rest. There's To Pimp a Butterfly.
Yeah.
And then there's the last one. I think the last one was a very, 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 very great album. It's one of my favorite albums like in the last 10 years.
Yeah.
It was very, very good. So it's got like 3 classic albums. So what do you mean he has not earned the right to perform at the Super Bowl? That's cap. I can understand people that, okay, maybe before the beef, there was like a little bit of inactivity on the side.
Yes.
Yeah, I can understand that. But I mean, beef or no beef, it's been hot for like 6 months straight.
Okay, I hear you.
Yeah.
So the performance that Beyonce and Kendrick had was at the BET actually.
Oh, it was BET.
Yeah,
Okay.
Just check
And
now.
that was fire actually.
It was
that was
fire.
Very, very fire.
Mad
Very,
performance.
very fire.
So now that entire announcement now spiraling to Nicki Minaj seemingly calling out Jay-Z and all of that conversation.
She's funny.
But wait,
she's funny, but go on.
Now, Jay-Z is someone that people revere in the industry.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like people like never really be in his business.
Yeah.
People are like, Jay-Z. But for this to happen, it just goes to show that she has had like she has had her own issues with Jay-Z. Maybe not personal, but she's had issues with Jay-Z for a while that she never talked about until this issue happened. And I feel like she used this moment
to speak
now
out.
say, I don't like you. I know that in the and people are not talking about how because she's a legend or she can call him out, and typically a regular might not be able to do that because of cancellation.
Anybody can call anybody out if you're ready to put your chest, call anybody out if you want.
But is that in Nigeria, right? I think that when it comes to like the music space, how do you handle such conversations when it comes to like people that are revered or people that you respect?
And then you don't want to cross that.
You don't want to cross that. As someone like you now, like a hype man now, I know that there are people that you probably don't don't badun them.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
it's a lot.
She's like, it's a lot.
It's a lot. It's a long list.
But that's the part I don't understand.
Okay.
How do you guys navigate? Bro.
Yes. So one, it might sound weird because of the type of thing I do, like type of job that I do, but I don't like people, and I don't like being outside. I don't like being around people.
Same. I can relate to both.
She understand. So, but for what I do, as a hype man, as an A&R, I have to connect with people. I have to relate with people. She understand. But still, I maintain my standards because I keep saying it. The minute I sell my soul for anything in this industry, that's the minute I'm done.
What do you mean by sell your soul?
If I have to do something that my spirit would not sit with, but I have to do it because it's the industry, then I think that's the minute that I'm done.
What's that thing that you'd be asked to do and you feel like this is you selling out yourself?
So maybe you ask me to, cause say, how do I put it? Let's just paint a scenario.
Yeah.
So I'm working with you, yeah?
Yeah.
So because I'm working with you, and you've got beef with somebody else, now that other person that you've got beef with is my own person.
Yeah.
So if you expect me to inherit your beef, and you really like pin it down like I feel like I need you to inherit my beef with this person.
And
I can't do that.
Someone you're cool.
I can't do
your
that.
Friend.
I can't do that. Like I am not gonna.
But
do
you
that.
have the conversation with your friend and be like,
of course,
because your loyalty lies with your friend.
Yes, but it's a number of things that people that they would ask share. But me, I know that the minute somebody asks me to do something that I'm not sitting exactly, and I don't want to do that, that's the minute I'm done with everything. So like relating with people, I don't relate with a lot of people, to be honest. I don't relate with a lot of people because I mean it's like all those things now breeds contempt. You understand?
Yeah, and see finish.
Exactly. Sure, you understand? So like I'd rather just stay in my own lane and stay in lane. But there are people that you really do not want to cross their toes, yeah? You really don't want to cross their path. You just want to, give them their respect and let them be. But you understand that this person, you might not necessarily agree with how they do things, or you might not like them. But you know that okay, this person, because cabal plenty for this industry.
Ooh.
Oh, seriously. Oh, see, I don't know if I should say this or I don't know if I should say this, but there was this one time I had to beef with somebody and they were calling me off shows. Yeah, so but it's always crazy like that because
so did you go and beg the person?
Did I beg?
Did you go and resolve?
Yeah, we settled it, but I don't know if I begged, but we settled it.
So wait, how did you find out that this person was the reason you're getting cut off on show?
Oh, it was.
Were people telling you that
it was
I know
obvious.
if you book you, this person doesn't.
Oh, it was obvious. Oh, it was obvious.
So when you now went back to have that conversation with the person, did you say, "Oh, bros," assuming it's a bros, I hear saying that you they cut me off show. Wait, yeah, was that how you went about it?
Nah.
Did you come out straight to tell the person that, oh guy, I know saying that you they cut me off show?
Nah, not like that actually. Not like that expressly. I think it was just more of, oh okay, I admit my mistakes. You had some fault on your side, and things did not go as good as they should have gone. Let's just move
resolve.
on. Exactly. That was it.
So I know that I see you hype a couple of shows. I'm not going to mention names. Do you get paid for all of them gigs that you do? Are they
not all
you
shows.
do for the love of it?
So when I started out, when I was going back to being young and growing old, when I started out, there were some shows that I would do. Why not? For the love of the game. For the love of the game. There's this tweet on my Twitter where I said like, the only place where I find like genuine peace and love is when I'm on stage performing, and that's real. Like that's only one time that I really feel like at peace, like with the world, when I'm performing on stage. So back in the time, like I would go to some shows and just I just want to let loose today and just really rage. So I'll go to some shows and perform for free. But now I'm old. Like I'm going older, man. She understand. I need to. She understand. I've got family to feed. I've got mouths to feed. But there are some shows that, that when you play this show,
you get another.
Exactly, you're definitely putting yourself like out there to like people to. You understand? I know a number of shows that I played for free, and somebody in the crowd saw me play that show and decided to book me for another show that I got paid for, like proper. She understand? So there are shows like that. You just have to like do balance
the plus and minus.
Yeah, she understand. So there are shows like that. There are shows that there are some shows they might not pay you like your exact booking fee. She just like, oh, you know what? Take this honorarium now. She you can't do this thing, but you know that okay, this show that you're playing, you're going to get something out of that show that might not be your booking fee at that time. She understand.
When people push this, when people push this notion that this false notion that we are brothers and sisters.
Yes, so we're not brothers, so don't mind them.
Help. Don't make it about money.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Like, why can't you use your talent to help? For example, now, like you let me use you in the category of a hype man.
Yeah.
They say, oh, why can't you, as Tolu Daniels, now be hyping for an artist for free at his shows?
Oh yeah,
or
there was one time there was I tweeted something like that. So
I'm trying to use how does it make you feel when people have this kind of thing?
I'm like, so it's like this. You want to use me. That's one. I hate that word. Use, yeah. But it exists. It exists, so you can't deny the fact that it exists. You understand? Like just like the algorithm when it comes to music, I hate all of that, but you can't deny the fact that it exists.
Yeah.
So you can't deny the fact that people trying to use you for their gain exist. So now you just have to dip it like this. Okay, am I willing to allow this person use me because I can also use this person back? You understand? It's a game, man. If I'm willing to let this person use me, then I've already done the math in my head. Like, okay, you know what? Okay, if I give this person like a couple of shows, I know I can be able to call a favor from this person as well. I can be able to get one or two things from this person out. So sometimes you might allow one or two people use you, but the use itself, you guys use your own head, join them. You understand? Exactly, because if you keep letting them use you, then it becomes a situation of, oh yes, we can always get that person
for free, and when the money comes, they might not even give you.
Yes, they would not remember you, trust me. They would not remember you now because, oh, this person has been doing this thing for free. Oh, yes, we're now making money off of it. But like, he doesn't mind doing it for free, so why pay him?
So it's not a situation where you have done something for free and then I'll be like, when money come, let's.
Oh no, there's been that. Oh, there's been that. Oh, trust me. As for all the terrible people in the scene, there's always really good people. The people that just let's share money and just be fine. You understand? So like when you do some things and now he's making money. Of course, there's been people that now let's share money. We've been doing this together like for time. You understand? So there's always that. So you just have to like gauge it and know that okay, you know what? I'm willing to let this person use me because I know I'm going to get so thing from this person. Me, my ideology is just that the minute it starts messing with my mental health, the minute it starts messing with my conscience, the minute it starts, then I'm done with it. Then that's me.
I agree. When it begins to stress you out, that's
yes, exactly. Like I'm fine, no, let's use me. But the minute it start getting to me, it starts fucking up my mental, then I'm done with it. Me, I don't mind walking out of any situation that is going to mess up my head, no matter how much is on the line. I'm willing to walk away from any situation.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I hear you on that. Now, let's talk about you as a music exec.
Okay.
I know. Well, one of the recent artists that you've worked with, like recent work that you've done, that has been very popularized, has been your work with Lona.
Yeah.
And let's talk about that.
Okay.
Prior to Lona, were you involved with other artists in this capacity?
Oh yeah.
Who?
Oladapo.
Okay.
I
think it was you that told me that message. You sent me. I know you sent me a couple of songs that you worked on. There was this project that you sent me. Okay. Oladapo was on it.
Yeah. So I think before 2024, before working with Lona, I worked with Oladapo briefly. I mean, like, cause me the way I work in music is I need to like connect with the artist and the music. To want to like put my name on it. If my name is on it, then it means that I connected with it and I'm really into it. So before Lona, I did a project for Oladapo. His album from last year, In Case I Never Love Again. We
love that body of work.
Yes, it's probably one of my favorite works.
I love it.
It's probably one of the favorite things I've done. Yeah. So I worked with Oladapo. There's a rapper that I've been working with all my life, but like all my music life, to be honest, because we grew up together, we went to school together.
Who's that now?
His name is Kejuni.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a rapper. We grew up together, and I think that was like the very first person that I ever saw with enormous talent.
Ooh.
So it was mind blowing. Like when we were that young, and I could see this person
potential.
Like bro, this is mad though. So I've been working with Kejuni for time. I worked with Oladapo, then I worked with like sparsely, just brief, do one or two. Yeah,
Lona is like the one that you've.
Yeah, and yeah.
Okay, so now, what does it take to? So you worked in different capacities. A&R.
Yeah.
I know you worked with his styling, I think.
No, creative direction.
Creative
then I directed like the videos as well with Swaggy Black Boy.
How do you guys decide to work? Because I'm assuming, you can correct me if I'm wrong.
Okay.
That of course Lona is not an established artist yet.
Yeah.
He's up and coming. He's emerging. He's popping. People are getting. He's building his community slowly, right? How do you? Because in an industry that is dog eat dog.
Yes. Yeah,
how do you decide to start growing with an artist, knowing that this artist can get to a point and chase you away?
Okay. So
I'm sure you must have seen it happen.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, I don't want you anymore.
Several times. So I think with Lona, this is how we started. I currently hold a role at KVLT as the A&R director.
Okay.
And Lona signed to KVLT.
Okay.
But outside of KVLT, I've always known Lona and his manager.
Okay.
She understand. And I think, media always says that even like outside of KVLT, myself and Lona would definitely have worked like this closely. She understand. But one thing that you need to understand is anybody that's trying to work in music and work with an artist is that the artist is the product. The artist is the product, because without the music, nobody else is eating.
Yep.
The producer is not gonna. Producer can it because the producer will also make music
from
on
other
his own.
people. Yeah.
She understand. It might not even work without this. A producer can put out a record on his own. That's fine. But without the artist is the product. The photographer cannot do shit without the artist, without the product, without the music. The A&R cannot do shit without the music.
Yeah.
It's a number of us that cannot do shit without the music. So the artist is the product. That's one thing that you need to understand. And now for the artist, it's not just looking at it from the artist's perspective. For the artist, no be product, na life.
I was about to say like
for the artist, no be product. It's their life. It's everything that they know. She understand. And in this instance, you need to know that this artist, they are putting their entire, let me not say entire life, but they are putting like all of their talent and trust into your hands. One day, if you just wake up, decide, say, you know what, fuck it, I don't like what's going on here, I want to go. Happens all the time.
Yep.
And as somebody that works in music, as an exec, you have to prepare your mind for that. Like, you just have, don't fight it. Don't fight it. You just have to prepare your mind for that. The only thing that you can just so you have yourself covered, paperwork.
Yeah.
You sign stuff so that, okay, when the artist decides that, okay, today I want to leave, then you have backup. So that, okay, for all the years of work that I've done, there's a paperwork that says I'm entitled to so thing and so thing. Then you know that, okay, all the years of work that you've put in with this person, you can get compensated for that in some manner. But you need to understand it that it would always happen. Artists are very, very volatile. And I've come to it's horrible, it's awful, but I've come to accept it. I've come to accept it because some level of talent, they always come with some level of delusion. yeah, some level of talent comes with some level of delusion. And sometimes, maybe now another person, they see them as delusion.
But then they believe.
It's conviction.
They believe
she
that.
Understand. To
now
them,
you just they look from outside.
Yeah,
say, what
okay? Exactly.
But this person believes say Michael Jackson they learn work.
Exactly. It's conviction. And I respect it because if you get some talent where you go say, Shay, they want me. Why you want to follow me talk like that? You know who I be. You know what I do. You understand? It's to another person is delusion. To the artist, like to the person with the talent, it's conviction. Is you backing up your shit. Like, this is, I know I've got this. She understands. So you just have to understand it. You just have to prepare your mind for it. But always make sure that you look out for yourself. That's what I always tell people. Look out for yourself. Make sure that you're covered.
It's not a brotherhood thing.
It's business. It's business. The artist is the product. The music is the product. You are working with the product. You're selling the product. You're refining the product. Whatever it is that you're doing with the product. So you just guys know that now business. She understand that. How many companies don't come up for Nigeria this year?
Yep.
She understand. Like they decided that, okay, you know what, this business is not working for us again. It's time to up and leave. Or what do Nigerians do? We just go but they gone.
Yep.
She understand.
Yep.
So it's just like that, man. That's how I say it.
Okay, so now for Luna's body of work is called Homeless.
Homeless, yeah.
Now, weeks ago, there was a conversation that Omale was having. You know, Omale as an artist.
Yeah.
His fans coined a genre for him called Afro Depression.
Which is lame as fuck, but okay.
Why do you think it's lame as fuck?
What do you mean by Afro Depression? What does that mean? Like, what exactly does that mean, Afro Depression?
I think that this is how I see it, right? I don't think it's a real genre.
Yes.
The way I see it, of course it's not a real genre, of course. I think it's just that Omale's music and Omale's brand had so much impact on people that people decided to just create that. And also because, as Nigerians, young people are going through a lot. A lot of people are just walking around and going through things. And it feels like Omale's music has been able to convey that emotion for you and also be like your companion. Absolutely. So a lot of people are depressed, but not saying they are depressed, but so you feel like that song or Omale's existence kind of that movement
caters for them.
Yeah. So, but I hear you when there's something called Afro Depression as a genre. I hear you on that. So now he was talking about how he had an interview where he was talking about how his fans used to call him that, and he felt like at some point it's like, I think he mentioned how I think he didn't like it.
Yeah, nobody's going to like that.
Did you see the interview?
Yeah, it's like the things that I'm going through, you people are giving it an umbrella name. Some people think people might think it's just it's just music. It's just him finding a particular niche to work with. Nah, it's not just music, man. I feel like this is the way music is. Music is very, very spiritual. Music is you telling is you telling your life story. Sure, you understand? Omale is not the only sad artist now. All these boys doing trenches music in quotes. That's sad music now. Because that's their reality. That's sad music. That's them being. Anybody can be sad on a record. I don't know if I'm saying the name right. Ozia is sad. Like, that's really sad music. Go Tie with that song, somebody that I used to know, that's really sad music. Sure, you understand? But it's like, it's just these people like telling like their real life stories. All of Lona's stories are real. And it's not him trying to, let's do Afro depression. It's just him telling it how it is. So hearing people say that, Afro depression, sometimes it might rub on you like wrong, like in a wrong way. Like, I understand if he doesn't like that. Like, I would not like that if I was the artist that was making music like that, and you just want to say, oh yes, this is Afro depression. Nah, I'm just really telling you my life story. Just like the way Joe Boy will tell you about him being in love with a girl. That is him. That is his life. He's a lover boy. Sure, you understand? It's him just making music. So the way Joe Boy will tell you about being in love with a babe, the way Rema will tell you about I'm making so much money right now, that is his life. Yeah. She understands. So it's just people making music that is just them. That's what I say it as.
So I'm even trying to like get, because I know like in that interview, in one of the interviews, you talked about appreciating his fans for coining that genre, but there's a particular part of the conversation that I'm trying to find where I know I saw it on my way here, where you talked about not liking a part of the, mental conversation or something. I'm going to find that part out. And I know that, for Lona, that has been something that for Lona now, his music, he speaks about, this level of sadness, finding himself, mental health struggle, and all of those things. Is that, like you said, that is his reality? Yeah. I know that in this music space, sometimes we create personalities for artists. We ask them to wear a certain character because we feel like that will get them the fans. And they'll be like, oh no, play like you are feeling like this or act like you are feeling like this. Yeah. Is that the case for Lona?
No. Absolutely not. If you ever meet Lona, if you ever speak to him, I think the very first time that I spoke to him, I saw it straight that this is not a person you create a persona for. This person has to, at every time, this person has to be who they are. And who they are is like really prominent. Is really, you can just tell that this is who this person is. So for Lona, it's not putting on personal. If you listen to him speak, if you talk to him, you can just genuinely tell that this person has experienced like so much pain, like for them to be able to make music like this. Every time every time me and Lona speak, every story that he tells is always telling like a very gory, very, very sad story.
So it's not a persona, it's something that
that's him,
is experiencing.
That's him.
That's who he is.
Yeah. That brother has lived several lives. The last time I saw him, I think that was like 2-3 days ago. We were in the studio. I was working on a song for somebody, so he was just around. And he was just telling us like a couple stories. He has stories to tell all the time. And he was telling us about how he was in a vehicle with his friend. They were, trying to public transport, trying to get to somewhere else. And the vehicle they were in hit a young boy and split his head open. Like, he has crazy stories like that. So now the driver ran. No, I don't know. Is it was that he was in a car or they were just around? The driver ran, and they stood there and they were trying to just make sure that they find the driver. So like stories like that, I've never seen that before. Sure, you understand? So like, how do you expect me to tell somebody like that now that put on a persona for them to, no, it is not inputting on a persona, it is what he's saying. Sure, you understand? Like, I've never seen that before, and I'll never feel that emotion that he felt probably in that instant. So now those emotions that he felt in that time, are the things that he makes music about.
So it's not like you guys said, okay, you know what?
Nah,
Chivas
man.
is selling. This is what we want you to
man.
wear. This is the category you're gonna be in.
Nah,
This
man.
is-
That brother lived in the north like all his life, a big part of his life, because he's a nomad. And there's a line in one of his songs where he said, and I know if he entered this road because of bandits.
Yeah.
And that's real life story.
Yeah.
So when we were in Kano, because we went back to Kano, he grew up in Kano. Maybe not, but like, Kano is a part of his story. Kano is like one place where he like truly ever felt like he was a part of something. He was a part of a community. Yeah. So Kano is a big part of his story. So we went back to Kano to shoot like a couple videos from his project, and we went back to the house that he used to live in Kano. That was where we shot the album cover. And while we were like, trying to get everything ready, he was telling us a story about his time in Kano, and he was telling us, so there was this walkway into the house. So he said what they would do back then was, when there was like that Boko Haram period, what they would do was they would find a lot of bottles, they would break glass and just put it like by that walkway. Plenty glass, just break glass by that walkway, so that if anybody is coming, before they even get to the house itself, that one would not first stop them. And then they were not even sleeping, so they were taking turns.
That's
watching,
madness, though.
Brother. They were taking turns watching the house. So you understand?
So they'll be safe.
So that they will be safe. And then even after that walkway that they put glass on and everything, there's a back door, there's a back passage that they made sure that was always open. But as it was always open, there was always somebody manning there as well. So like, it's crazy story. And that time he wanted to leave Kano to go to Abuja, but he couldn't because
it was not safe.
It was not safe. So that was, so I don't know if he entered this road because of that. It was crazy. It's not be personal. It's real life shit. Like real life shit. That brother has seen a lot.
Now, for the conversation of Afrobeats, I'm sure you saw the news about Tyler winning Best Afrobeat category.
Yeah, I saw that video.
And she was nominated alongside like Nigerian artists. Ira Star.
Chris Brown was in category as well.
Yeah. How do you feel about the conversation people were having, saying, and of course her speech, which in my opinion, I think her speech was very respectful. I love, before you have your opinion,
go on.
I love her speech. I think that her speech was very profound. First off, she appreciated receiving the award.
Yes.
Secondly, she represented where she's from. She
South Africa, yes. And their sound.
South Africa. She promoted their sound.
Amapiano,
She promoted Amapiano. She also now went on to give credit to Afrobeat artists, and shout them out. Name call them. Name call them and give them like their props. Nigerians had an issue with that. Nigerians said, "Oh, why? Why did they give?" First and foremost, they had an issue with her speech. I don't know why.
Okay.
Then they had an issue with the fact that she won that category or was even in the category.
Okay.
What is your own take on
it? So we can't sit. Yeah. I'm going to be very, very honest. We can't sit here and say. We can't sit here and keep saying Afrobeats to the world, yeah. And then when the world now comes to Afrobeats, we now tell them that. Thank you. So when the world now comes to Afrobeats, we can't now dictate how they collect it, because we wanted to give it to them. That was what we said, Afrobeats to the world. We wanted to share it with them. We wanted them to experience it. Now that they have experienced it, now that they have loved it, we can't dictate how they are going to take it. You understand? Say, okay, you find a new hobby. Let's just take this for example. You find a new hobby. Maybe not even, you find something that interests you. You see somebody doing something and you, wow, this is so interesting. So you watch that person do that thing so much that you feel like, you know what? Let me try. Because I really love this thing. And, they are willing, it's Afrobeats to the world. They put out music every time. We're promoting in the UK, in the US, in Canada, everywhere. So you're like, you know what? Let me try. I'm loving this. Now you can't dictate. I can't tell you not to try it. You understand? I can't tell you not to try it. I brought it to you. You would not want to try it in the first place if you did not see it. If you did not fall in love with it. You understand? So now, Afrobeats to the world, we can't gatekeep. I'm sorry.
But aside from gatekeeping, I have a problem. Aside from gatekeeping, I have a problem with Nigerians having a problem that non-Nigerians are nominated in Afrobeats category. Because when Bronner was nominated in a hip hop category. We
Nobody
celebrated it.
Nobody said anything.
We were happy.
Yes, now.
Nigerian artists and Nigerians spent ample time berating Grammy for only nominating us in African music category,
And
saying that Wizkid's Essence
deserve to be in
nominated
R&B,
Best
yeah.
rightfully so.
Fair.
I think it actually did.
Fairs,
Even
yeah,
like in the song of
fairs.
the year and all of that, because Essence had the
Yeah, it
entire
was a
world
really big
chokehold.
song in
So
the States.
if we did have that
Yeah.
moment, why are we mad that other people are getting nominated in Afrobeats category? It's so wild to me.
thing with Nigerians is main character syndrome.
I think I agree with you on that.
Going to okay.
Hold that thought, yes.
Yeah.
We're going on a quick break. Do not forget that everything that you missed live on TV, you can catch it the full episode on the full episode when it drops on Monday. We're just going off for a minute on TV, but we're still streaming. We're still going on live on the audio. So when we drop it on Monday, you can catch the full conversation. Don't forget that this is still Zero Conditions, brought to you by Pop Central and Chivas Regal. We're talking about Nigeria's main character syndrome.
Yes. So I feel like Nigerians, we have main characters, and I mean, I understand it.
Is it main character or just delusion?
Like I said before, other people think it's delusion. The person doing it will think it's conviction. So that's like
we're writing episodes on gatekeeping. What does that even mean?
Yes. I mean, there's 200 million of us. They say there's 200 million of us. So we feel like we're world powers. We're like we are a struggling nation. I can understand it. Nigeria's greatest resource is people. Mm-hmm. We are a great nation with great people, and like I said earlier, somebody with great talent would have delusion that people think is delusion, but you think is conviction. So most times we always believe that it should be about us, which is awful, really, really awful. I mean, there's so much that we do not know as a people. There's so much we do not know.
Even borrow from
What's Afrobeats? Let's do that.
Actually, what is Afrobeats?
It's a fusion. It's a fusion of different sounds
that we did not create.
So I understand it. Speaking about I think I digress. Yeah. Tyler's speech. My one problem with that speech, it was beautiful, but my one problem with it was the fact that, well, she categorically did not deny the category, but she just, that song is Afrobeats. In all of it. It's
not an Amapiano song.
Yes, but then she was right by saying all the music coming out from Africa should not be put under the umbrella of Afrobeats. She was right with that. But that one record, that Water song, that one record did she win that for Water?
Yes, for Water.
See that record, it's Afrobeats.
So yes, I hear that part of the conversation, right? I don't think that she was necessarily saying
the song is not Afrobeat.
Yes, I don't think she was speaking because she didn't say, why is Water here? Water is not Afrobeat. She didn't say that. What she literally
she was right.
Is that
don't put all the music from Africa,
which is a thing that they do globally, where everybody coming out of Africa now is doing Afrobeats just because Afrobeat is the popular one. I really appreciate and respect the fact that in that moment
she took the time to educate them.
People. Shout out Amapiano artists,
and then still shout out Afrobeat
artists, and also like talk about the music space. She didn't even have to share that moment with Afrobeat artists.
Absolutely. She had to share that moment because na Afrobeat, this song na Afrobeat. She did
an Afrobeat song.
Yes, now.
Because even Nigerian artists, like when it comes to Amapiano, Davido is one Nigerian artist that gets in the conversation of Amapiano.
Rightfully
so, because he has some of the biggest
Amapiano songs. First. I mean, that speech was good. Exactly. Speech was great. She was, I think, she's a well-rounded artist. Mm-hmm. I think she must have done like a lot of media training.
Well, yeah. Have you made them? Yeah, I made that available because can I get that? Cool.
So speech was brilliant. You can tell that she's an artist that was probably like media trained.
I don't agree with that media training, but I feel like that speech was brilliant. I feel like the last one when they asked her about her race and her color.
Oh yeah, I don't watch a lot of her.
Yeah, but that one was a very good one.
Okay.
But so, I feel like Nigerians, I don't like how we do those.
Yeah, things. like I said, main character syndrome, and there's a lot of us. So if we are making noise about something, it gets heard. There's a lot of us. There's 200 million of us. If we make noise about one thing, definitely people would hear it. So we always do that all the time. We always do that all the time.
What is exciting you right now about Afrobeats and Nigerian music?
The potential. Yes, I keep saying it. Afrobeats is not dying anytime soon. It's not gonna die.
When people say that, we need to be very. Yeah, sure.
Okay. Thank you. I can hear you.
When people talk about how Nigerians should not get too carried away, Afrobeats can die off anytime soon.
Die. I am.
With other genres, the world moved on. Do you think that? So you think Afrobeats will be here forever?
Yes. So before this generations boom, before this generations Afrobeats boom, we've had Afrobeats always go global. Them Sonny Ade used to play shows in Tokyo. They were playing shows like all around the world. Fela was playing shows all around the world. When Fela was playing those shows, they never born Luna. When Fela was playing those shows, all these like Ruga, like King Madi, they were not even born.
But Fela was in Afrobeat, not Afrobeat.
Well, like we said, all of the music coming out of Africa has been put in the Afrobeat. This thing, you understand? Fela was doing Afrobeats, fine.
Do you think that what we have, the sound that we have, is we're back? Okay. And we are back live on Pop Central Channel 189. It is still Zero Conditions podcast with Melody. Tolu Daniels is here. We're having a conversation about different things happening in this space. Don't forget that this is still brought to you by Sheila. And Tolu Daniels has been helping himself all night.
Yes, so I'll sip some more. I'll sip some.
Yeah, please do. Enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
Do you think that the sound that we have now, the Afrobeats that we know, is strong enough to last for a lifetime?
So that's the thing. I think it goes back to asking the question now. What is Afrobeat? If you ask me, Afrobeat is not a genre. It's not a sound. It's an umbrella name. That's what I think. Afrobeat, what do we actually do here? It's Afropop. It's pop music. Half of everything that we do here is pop music. Sure, you understand? But because from Africa, UK, Afropop. Afrobeats is an umbrella name, if you ask me. It is not a sound. What's the signature Afrobeat sound? If you think you can answer that.
Well, I don't think it's one thing. I feel like it's in the beat, it's in the log drums. It's in the beat, it's in the drums, it's in the percussion, all those things. I don't think that is one particular sound. People can do it in a different way. They can fuse it with different things.
Great.
I think it's more of even the sound.
So now all those elements you can still take those same elements and make another genre from those elements. You understand what I'm saying? So I feel like African music is going to be here for a long time. If today we decide to call it Afrobeat, great. If tomorrow we decide to say it's Afropop, great. If tomorrow we say it's Afrofusion, great. When them fella were doing it, they called it Afrobeat. But it was winning then. It did what it was going to do. It fed that generation. So I feel like African music is always going to be hot like crazy. So whatever it is that we decide to call it, shout out to everybody involved. But African music is always going to be here, like always, and the potential is crazy. Because right now, everything that the genre lagged in quotes, everything that the genre lagged, we're gradually putting them in place.
Like what?
Back then, how many years did you know?
Well,
back then, but like.
Yeah, sure. Please. We've got Chivas in the building. They want to give us cocktails.
Chivas.
As usual. Please come inside now. Come to the frame now. Every time
He's shy.
He's always so shy.
You can tell.
He's always shy.
I wasn't in the frame last time I was here. Actually.
Yeah, what?
I was in the last time I was
Yes,
You can tell that he's shy.
Well, today is not for you.
Thank you so much.
So
Thank you so much.
Ginger highball.
Okay.
It's made with Cheerios with ginger ale. It's some fresh ginger more than 80%.
okay.
Okay. Let me try that then.
Ginger. What's called?
Chivas ginger highball.
Chivas ginger highball.
This
Wow.
is.
No, he makes mad ass cocktails.
Bro, shout out to you, man. This is fire.
I don't want to run over this
No
What
shaking.
down? What down?
No shaking. So yeah. What was I saying? Jesus, I don't lose my train of thought.
Yeah, we're talking about Fela doing it.
Yes. Then those people did it.
And A&R. So how many A&R?
Yeah. So like right now, I feel like we have all of those things in place now that we did not have in place then. How many labels were really strong back in the day? How many creative agencies did we have back in the day? How many management companies did we have back in the day? We've got all of that now. So like there's the problem with African music back then was structure. We're gradually putting all of that in place now because of the boom that is here. We're putting all of that in place. Turntable, for example, we did not used to have like a certification organization like that, but now we've got one. Sure, you understand? So like I feel like there's a lot of things coming together to make sure that the industry stays winning. So there's potential.
A&R.
Yeah.
Is a word that in this space.
Very,
I think that A&Rs are one of the most disrespectful
Yes,
people in this music
Yes,
space, right?
Yes,
People
sir.
come on social media every time and they assume that there is nothing spectacular about being an A&R.
Yeah.
People also are of the opinion that A&Rs are not essentially needed in the way that they think that they are.
They are.
And they also assume that every or anybody can be an
A&R.
A&R. As someone who is an A&R and who is very particular about what he does, how do you feel about that conversation? Because I know that it trends from time to time where people say that all they do is put A&R in their bio. All they do, they.
Okay.
Now the way we get A&R, how many songs don't be hit for Nigeria this year? What did they do? How does it make you feel?
So I think all of that stems from ignorance. Yeah, I think it stems from ignorance. Ignorance on the part of everybody, actually. The artists, the listeners, and the A&Rs themselves stems from a lot of ignorance. So now, you'd see people questioning waiting the A&R self they do, just because they do not know what an A&R should do. So they're like, anybody can do the role, they just put it in their bio. And that's because they actually do not know what an A&R should do. And sometimes, it's not even sometimes, a lot of even A&Rs do not know what we do. Sure, you understand? So it stems from a place of ignorance, to be honest. It comes from a place of ignorance. Saying that we do not need A&Rs. Music and industry is as old as time itself. And trust me, in all of those times, there's always been one person. Maybe when he first started, maybe that person did not know that he was even doing an A&R's work.
Yep.
She understand, but that person has always been there.
Yeah.
That role has always been there. Always been there. People say all of that just because they do not know. That's what I think.
As an A&R, what do you think is the reason why we've not had like a mega super hit this year? In September.
Okay. So I think right now, the problem now is the industry is very, very open right now. It's so saturated. And you can understand that with any industry that experiences a boom like this. A lot of players will come into the game.
Yep.
When any industry that experiences serious boom like this, there's going to be like a lot of new players that will come into the game. So now I feel like right now the industry is so saturated that everybody's just making music now. Everybody's making music now. Everybody. And the fact that everybody's making music right now, there's going to be a lot of mediocre stuff out there. Like a lot of, trust me now. You can't.
So you that the music that we have now is mediocre?
Not all of the music has been mediocre, but the fact that the industry is so saturated right now is that you can be doing mediocre stuff, but if you have money and pull, you understand, then you can push your mediocre stuff. So right now, the fact is, there's a lot of stuff for us to listen to, and half of it is not great. And half of the ones that are in our faces are not great.
So you think that the reason we've not had a hit song
Yeah.
this year is because the songs that should be
Are
hit
not,
songs
are
don't
not, are
have
not there.
marketing.
Are not, yes, exactly.
To push
They are
it to
not
the
out there.
fore.
They are not. When Joe Boy had his first hit song, Baby, it was not even known.
Yep.
But it was a smash hit, like a nationwide smash hit. You understand what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? So like, right now is my new music Friday playlist every Friday, brother. It's at least and I'm not even playlisting half of all of the songs in the country that comes out every Friday. I cannot play all of the songs that at least every Friday there's about 25-30 songs on my playlist. Just African music alone. There's at least 30-35 songs on my playlist every Friday. That's a lot of music out there. Like, that is a lot. So for the listeners, it's too much. Before you come to 35 to find the one that you think is going to be the hit, you might not even listen to all 35.
Yeah, because attention span. Before they get to the middle of it's like, I beg.
You might not even listen to all 35. And inside that 35 now, say 10 of those 35 now are from 10 is small. Say 20 are from established artists. Of course, that is who you are going to go and look out for when they drop music, first things first. And they might not necessarily give you the best product. You understand? So come into all of the music that we have right now to get to the actual ones in a non-saturated industry. A song like Fola's Alone would have become a smash hit single.
I heard you humming to that song this evening.
A song like that in a very open space where it's not saturated like this.
Yeah.
A song like Fola's Alone would have become a smash hit. Muiz dropped Instagram this year, and I feel like that song had so much potential to become a smash hit single. But you know what fucked that up? Because Dapper decided to drop another song the next week for the artist. So they did not push that song enough. So that's volume. That's one.
So Muiz dropped another song after that song?
Yeah, I think he dropped another project safe. He dropped 5 projects in the space of, I don't know if I'm saying it right, but I think he dropped a lot of projects in the space of short time.
So he didn't promote that Instagram for a while?
That Instagram should have, in a very sane industry that has not become what it is today, they would have pushed that Instagram song for at least 6-7 months before moving on.
That's a hit song.
Exactly. They would have pushed that song for at least a year safe before moving on. Because that is a very good song. But they did not push that song the way they should have pushed it, because by the next month, they were already on to the next project.
So now, is that you're the music exec?
That's an A&R problem.
I was about to ask.
That's an A&R problem.
Is that also a problem from the fans? Hear me.
Nah.
Hear me now.
Okay, go on.
I think that. Do you feel like sometimes artists feel like Chivas now? How many albums? Do you feel like the artists sometimes feel the need to drop these albums frequently because they're also trying to cater to fans that move on quickly, and a music space that expect, because now in the music space that people get tired quickly. Do you think that they are also trying to service fans and a crowd that is moving on quickly and also trying to stay in the game and stay at the forefront by constantly dropping these things?
Okay, so deep this. I feel like we exaggerate that thing so much.
Which one now?
That you just said that fans, they would want to move on to it. I think we exaggerate it. So now deep this. Pick 5 random music fans and ask them. They would definitely have at least 3 favorite artists that they are dedicated to.
Yep.
Like they are so that they are dedicated.
Yes.
You understand? Pick 5 fans. They would have at least 3. So now those people now that are religiously following one artist, and trust me, because I'm saying they are religiously following at least 3 artists, does not mean it is always the big 3.
Nope.
Sure, you understand? They are like, I'm a religious Loje follower. Like I love Loje so much. Sure, you understand? And I know there's a lot of people like that.
I'm a religious Joe Boy follower.
Sure, you understand like that. So now we always exaggerate the fact that artists want to move on to the next thing. One thing that I have asked, that I don't know if I have asked it, but one thing that I have dipped and I'm working towards, like working in the industry, is first things first. Forget the amount of music you are dropping. Forget what the music itself is. You need a community.
Yep.
First things
community
first.
Is the most important part.
First things first.
First.
So if you like, don't drop in 2 years.
If your community loves you.
If your community loves you and they love the product that you served them 2 years ago, they will keep listening to that product until you come back.
I agree.
And servicing a community is not just dropping music. You can always service a community without dropping music. You can always service your community without music. Music is not the only thing. They love you. People that love Wizkid, they don't love Wizkid only because he can sing, because they love his
personality.
You understand me?
Him, yes.
They love him. Me, I love Loje not because he can sing. He's a very great artist, but I love him. I love the fact that he reinvented himself.
I think he's a really beautiful artist.
Exactly.
I think he's so underrated.
But Loje now and Loje 5 years back were different.
Yes.
He reinvented himself,
yes.
and that is what I fell in love with. You understand? So you can always service a community, you can always service a fan base without music all the time. So I think we exaggerate the fact that, oh yeah, the audience is about to move on to the next person, so give them music. Don't choke me. You understand? Like me, as a listener, don't choke me. Allow me enjoy it. Bro, I'm still listening to Rema's Rave and Roses still today.
I'm still listening to Somewhere Between Beauty.
You understand? Sure, you understand. Like, you would always, bro. A lot of people say, like a lot of OG music heads, like that love music. It's too much going on right now for them to contend with, that they still go back to listen to the old stuff that they fell in love with in the first place. Sure, you understand? So, I think we exaggerate that. We need to keep servicing the audience. We need to keeping their music, because they will go back to the next artist, the next minute. Man, no.
You don't agree?
I don't agree. I'm a Who Is Akin fan. Until today, Who Is Akin has not dropped in a long time, and I still go back to listen to that project from 2020.
Because what he dropped before caught your attention. I think it was.
You understand? And I am still in love with that. So I would always go back to that. So, just to answer the question, the reason why I've not had its record this year, it's not because we don't have good music. It's just because it's oversaturation. There's too much out there for people to go to. It's too much out there, like too much. And artists are not helping matters. They keep dropping like every time. All the time.
So for
Kendrick's, before this project, before the beef, before the beef, Kendrick was, like I said earlier, there was inactivity.
Yes.
But it is monthly listeners drop. Did it? It did not now. If it did not, okay, for like a year, it did not give us anything. We were still listening to the old stuff.
So artists that are fighting to stay relevant and stay in the conversation and stay at the forefront, that are now dropping music just to service that, you think they shouldn't?
First things first, build your community. Build your community. I always tell people, how you as the artist, how much promotion can you do for your shit? How many tweets you want to tweet? How many video you want to do? How many things you want to do? The people that promote your stuff is the people that love it. It's them talking about it that is going to make somebody else say, they always talk about this guy. Oh yeah, make I go here.
Okay, yeah. Like the same way I fell in love with Oladapo.
Sure, you understand? It is not you as the artist that will promote your shit. It is the people that love your shit. But I think artists should promote
their shit ridiculously
and
religiously.
I understand.
See all this
I understand.
Mysterious.
But it is not by what you do.
I disagree.
See, yeah. If you
people are doing the same way people are saying that it's okay for artists not to promote their
no.
shit.
I'm not saying it's not okay for you. It's okay for you not to promote your shit. Okay. No. Why you go drop music and you no go promote your shit? But I'm saying that people finding your stuff after time is not because of what you post. It's not because of what you are doing. It's because of what another person has told them. Brother, every day, I'll pick my phone and I'll search Lona. And I'll search Lona and every day I'll see somebody tag their friend and say, guy, this artist where they always play, I don't finally go here. I don't join Lona.
I say that a lot.
Sure, you understand? So
when it comes to Lona,
promote your stuff. Like, why would you promote? Like, share you the mad me now. Product you they sell now. If you're not going to promote it, why are you making it in the first place? But it is not always about what you do. To be honest, it is about the people that connect with it. It is how they are going to sell it for you. So first things first, the first set of people that you need to think about are the people in your community that love your shit. They are the very first set of people that you need to service. They are the ones now that will now go and spread the gospel and look for more people for that community.
So long as what you're doing is good.
Exactly. Don't lose your community, because some people say they build a community and then they change direction
of their music.
Exactly. Direction of their music, the direction of their brand, the direction of their imaging. And then the people that fell in love with them as this person, they just start disconnecting as, I did not know you as this person now.
So
what's going on?
So how do you reconcile that with artists wanting to reinvent themselves?
Growth, good.
Because now, Adekunle Gold is a perfect example of an artist
that is always reinventing himself.
And we love it.
Yes.
But we can't deny that when he, first of all, at the first time he transitioned from the Adekunle Gold that we knew
to AG Baby,
pop star, people were like, no.
Change is alien to people.
And people were like, change his sound. People were like, no. Change his like fashion. People were like, no. Give us the old Adekunle Gold. But he stuck with it, and now we're eating it.
Do you know what he did?
Left, right, center. Adekunle Gold is a mastermind. Shout out to him and his team.
For
what they did.
Liz
and everybody has worked on that on the Adekunle Gold brand. I love it so much. Do
you know what they did?
Okay.
Sorry.
My question is that, so how do you reconcile wanting to service your community that knows you for something, and also wanting to reinvent yourself and do something new?
Okay. So this is Adekunle Gold is a very, very good case study. So this is how you do it. You have congratulations to you. You successfully built a community, and they love you and they love what you're doing, and they are so taken by you. And now you as a person, you have gotten to the point now that you have to grow, or you want to grow. So what do? First things first. No, there's no growth that you are doing if you are not holding the hands of your community along with you on that growth
journey.
If you are not holding their hands and saying, okay, you know what, this is how I am feeling right now. You fell in love with me when I was like this, but let me show you why and how I have become this new person, and why you should still love me because I've become this person. You understand? So like, first things first, your community, make sure you go with them, introduce them to the new face gradually, let them see it. It is them that are not going to tell the people outside that are confused about the transition, and they'll be like, oh, we saw this growth right before our eyes,
and we love it. We saw how and why he has transitioned from this to that. So we need you people also to take your time and just pay attention to this. They are the ones that will go and interpret whatever it is that you have shown them to other people. You understand? So like, if you are growing, that's what Adekunle Gold did. So okay, that's on one hand now. So how do we reconcile that with Fireboy? What do you think about Fireboy's album?
Hey, no, don't put me first. Okay, so this is the
Do you like the album?
I have not listened
till now.
So I listened once. It was good music, yeah. It was good music. But the way I listen to projects, because I'm from this school of thought. If you are putting a number of songs together in a compilation, and you're calling it a project, then you have something to tell me. You understand? You are putting it together to tell a story. Maybe not necessarily a story, but you're putting it together to tell me something. That okay, this, you know what? I feel like projects, because I love making projects. I love making compilations. I started out as a music lover, making playlists. So like, I always like to put a lot of things. You understand? You understand? So like, I love projects, and I feel like every project should be you telling people something. You just don't want to do mumbo jumbo and just pack. You understand? So now, when I listen to projects, I want to listen so I can get exactly what you're telling me.
Yes, I agree.
Saying it. If I listen over time and I can't pick out one thing that you're saying, then I'm like, okay, good shit though. There's about 4 good songs on this. I'll just pick those 4 songs.
Yes, and lead the entire album.
You understand? So the Fiber project, I listened once, and I've not gone back because I'm trying to take my time. Because right now, like I said, I'm still listening to Rave and Roses. Okay. When the Rave and Roses drop, I did not like that. I said I was going to tweet this before, that I have a confession that I love it now. But I think there was one problem with that project. It was the sequencing. So I think that was what the problem was for me in the first place.
I have a different experience with this Fireboy album.
Yeah.
I am a passive Fireboy listener. Okay. This is the album that made me
become a
like, oh wow.
Yeah.
Because the album jumped right at me. and he has released a couple of music, but this is the one I'm like, this is really good shit.
Did you loved LTG?
Not as much.
Not as
I
much.
was
Okay,
passive. I was like, oh, okay, nice. Oh, wow. Cool. In my opinion, this is Fireboy's best body of work. I'm sure LTG fans like you. Do you like LTG?
Oh yeah.
I'm sure you guys disagree. Obviously.
Oh no. I've like I said, I've not listened to this
as much
new project to form an opinion. You understand me?
But I think that. So the reason I made reference to this body of work is that prior to him dropping this body of work, Fireboy had the moment where fans were saying that they wanted him to go back.
Yeah.
To give
there was a disconnect.
There was a disconnect to go back to giving them the love song they knew him for on LTG, and this entire Playboy, Bad Boy was not working for them. Yeah, and he was trying to explain that I'm not in that headspace anymore. I feel like on this body of work he went back to that. Okay, he went back to give that love song the way that the fans know him. So it's like, so I feel like that reinventing might not be for everybody. Might be for some people. And I feel like sometimes as people, we be asking these artists for too many things. Like, it's confusing.
Yeah. So this is where I stand. So maybe the reason, all right, let me be honest with myself. Maybe the reason why I've not gone back to Fireboy's project is the fact that I think he folded.
Did you get You're being honest now.
I think he folded.
He could tell.
Yes. Yes.
He bowed to pressure.
He bowed to the pressure. I think that's what that. I mean, it's beautiful seeing that. Okay, yes, the pressure that he bowed to is now.
Playboy. So you wanted to
that's the thing. So now that's the thing. The Playboy invention. It could have been genius if they did it well. But he came out of nowhere and just dumped that personnel on his people. You understand? That Playboy, bro, is the perfect arc. It's the perfect arc. You went from a lover boy to a Playboy. It's the perfect arc. But they missed a turn in that arc. Lover boy to Playboy. How did you go from that to that without even experiencing heartbreak in the middle? Imagine he gave us an heartbreak episode first before he showed us that, okay, I've become a Playboy. We would have understood it now.
So you think the fans were confused?
I was confused. How did you go from a lover boy, like a serial lover boy, to a Playboy? How? It's a very common story, from a lover boy to a Playboy. Very, very common story. But there's a journey. And they did not just play out the journey to us. Maybe it happened to him, or maybe they broke his heart, but he did not play that out to us.
To the fans.
I did not see where they broke his heart for him to become a Playboy. What do you mean you've become a Playboy out of nowhere?
So that gap, that particular storyline.
That was where he missed it for me. For
you as a fan.
For me. Playboy as a persona. Fantastic. Bro, is the Oladapo's last project. It was called In Case I Never Love Again.
That's a beautiful title.
So now that is him experiencing serious heartbreak. On the project before In Case I Never Love Again,
when we had Alone,
he was a serious lover boy there. But on In Case I Never Love Again, he showed you the growth, the movement from being a lover boy to whatever it is going to become next. Because why? Somebody broke his heart there. He showed us that heartbreak. So if he comes back tomorrow and say, I would never love again, I would understand him, because he had already explained to me how somebody broke his heart here. And I saw that like vividly in that project.
So you think that it was the execution of the Playboy, not necessarily becoming a Playboy?
Not the person, I was the execution. And it was the selling it to the audience.
And people not buying it.
Even is like, the first sign of failure in that transition was the fact that the members of his community did not even get it.
Of course, people were confused now.
Exactly. So that was the very first sign of failure.
What? I think that me, I don't want to Playboy you. You people that want to Playboy. Me, I don't want to Playboy. I'm not with you people on that. You see, this lover boy that you are. This is one me I want. And that's fine. And I also feel like it's not always about the fans. It's also about the artist and the story you want to tell. So I understand you as a music exec and also as an A&R feeling a type of way about an artist bowing or like listening to the fans and now changing the direction that or giving them the direction that they ask for. Me, I understand your own grouse as like, you know, a music exec. But also, where do you guys put the fans who want what they want? How do you guys find the thin line between sticking to what you want to do and also listening to your fans? Because I think this new body of work is fantastic.
Yeah. So it's what I said. It's what I said earlier. As artists, you can grow, you can become anything. You can decide that tomorrow, you know what? Fuck it. Where I am right now, I hate the world. I want to start making it the world type of music because at this point in your life,
I'm feeling.
That's how you're feeling. I understand that. But for you to now start making that type of music, you need to let me,
as a fan,
that loved you because you did not hate the world. You need to let me understand why you now hate the world. She understand. If you show it, see, fans, I don't want to use the word that I want to use, but fans do not know what they want
until you give them.
They just want good shit.
I hear artists say that a lot.
No, it's not shitting on the fans.
No. I hear artists say that a lot. Like, I'll give you what I want.
They just want good shit. They just want, say you are a member of Fireboy FC. You just want shit that is good enough for you to go and brag to the member of Joe Boy FC, of Rema FC, to say my shit is good enough.
I'm better than whatever.
Trust me, you don't care. You just want shit that is good enough. But now, for you to see that this shit is good enough, you need to connect to it. You need to understand it. Trust me, everything, the most important things in your life, you connected to them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you have a deep personal connection to them.
100.
Exactly. So it's like, you need to make sure that they connect to it as well. You are... Okay, I might not say this right, but let me try. There was one time Vector made the statement, and he said, he sees himself as an artist, and as an artist, he's going to make art that he likes, that he's feeling at that point.
Yes.
So now he's down to
the fans
to see that art and collect it. I agreed and I disagreed. Because yes, you are the artist. You can make the art that you want at any time. I cannot dictate the art that you want to make for you.
Yes.
The art that you make, I hope that is coming from a genuine place, so you are making it from where you are standing right now.
Yes.
But your work now, as a professional, you understand, as a commercial artist, if you want to eat, yes, is for you to be able to take that piece of art and explain it to me in a way that I will understand it and I'll connect to it. You understand me? So that's the work that's a very good artist that has a mastery of the artistry should learn. You can make anything. You can make anything, but what you have to do is make sure that you can sell that anything that you have made
in the way that the artist will love. In the way
that the fans would collect. They might not understand it,
but they would love it.
They would love it.
They would respect it.
They would, exactly. Thank you. That's it. I think that's what Fire got wrong.
Okay, so in this conversation, you mentioned Rema, and the recent in one of his recent interviews, he made reference to the Big Three conversation, and for a while, he has been talking about how he feels like there's no Big Three.
Yeah, it's Big Four.
And he should be the fourth person in that conversation. And today, I was watching the interview and he made reference to his doings. Literally, that guy is the first artist out of Nigeria as a lead act to get 1 billion streams on Spotify. That is ridiculous.
Rema is massive.
That's ridiculous.
Rema is massive.
1 billion streams.
Yeah.
And he said that he was talking about he feels he deserves to be the Big Four. And also, he made reference to something that I wasn't thinking about before.
Okay.
But when I heard him say it, I'm like,
Okay.
He made reference to awards, global awards, creating a category of the impact of Afrobeats, or of the impact of Afrobeat, of the impact of the globalization of Afrobeat, and over his workings, his doings.
Yeah.
And I started to put two and two together to see wait, so
where is it coming
from? When did these guys give us this category? When did Rema's song hit 1 billion streams? Yeah. When did and trying to connect
everything.
those award categories or to his success.
you.
And I'm like, I might not get the timeline right, but I see it.
You see what you're saying?
I hear you, like, Brother Boy, Brother Boy. Rema, you make a solid point.
Yeah.
Like, I hear what you're saying. Do you understand? I'm like, and I never thought about it that way. Do you think that is a conversation like Big Four and the fourth should be Rema?
Okay. So deep it. Okay, let's do this. So when they ask you to make Mount Rushmore,
that they always make.
Yeah. So now, Mount Rushmore is supposed to be like to get to Mount Rushmore, you need a number of things: legacy. Longevity, success. So like it's over time. You understand? So now that's Mount Rushmore. But if you are talking about, then let me use football now as the example for this now. So currently, right now, Man U, so it used to be the big four: Man U, Chelsea, Arsenal. Oh no, Chelsea, Liverpool, big four like that. But recently, based on current form, it's no longer a big four. There's a wider conversation of a big six, big seven. But now, when you say a big six, big seven, now those people in the big six and big seven, if you were to make a Mount Rushmore of Premier League clubs, some of the clubs in that big seven might not make it to Mount Rushmore because they are hot right now. They just do not have that legacy. They do not have that longevity.
Legacy status
they do not
be
have
in
to
that
be
big
in Mount
four.
Rushmore. Sure, you understand?
Okay.
So right now, I think this is it.
Okay.
Mount Rushmore is 4. Yeah. Wiz, David, Boyna, and Tiwa, if you ask me. Why? Like I said, legacy, longevity, impact, a number of things. Sure, you understand me? But if you ask me to make a list of the oldest artists right now, say in the last 5 years, I'm not going to use my last 5 years to make a Mount Rushmore. No. It's not enough for me to make a Mount Rushmore 5 years. Nah, come on. What do you mean you have Mount Rushmore? That's legacy. I'm not going to use the last 5 years to make Mount Rushmore. But I can make a list of oldest artists in the last 5 years.
That is such a profound thing to
Sure,
say.
you understand?
Because,
I can make a list of oldest
you're really
artists
giving me
in
a lot
5
of
years.
POVs.
See, in the last 5 years, 5 years is 2019. In the last 5 years, I'm not going to put TY in my oldest artists top 5 or top 6, but I'm definitely going to put her in Mount Rushmore. She understand what I'm saying? I would not put her in the hottest artist for the last 5 years. If you ask me to say, hottest artist in the last 5 years, then I'm thinking about Rema. I'm thinking about Ashake.
Thinking about Ira Star.
They've been hot like seriously for 5 years. But I'm not going to put them on my Mount Rushmore.
I hear you loud.
You understand?
I hear you loud.
No disrespect to them. Say maybe in another 5.
Then we come
then
back.
I can come back and visit that. You understand?
So you feel like a very, very important determining factor for that kind of recognition of big 3, big 4 is legacy and impact over time.
Time, like
it's not based on like immediate impact or impact in the next.
Time answers a lot of things. Time and bro, you know how music is now. Artists feel they hot this year.
Yes.
This year, make tomorrow, next year come, make it no hot at all. But in that 1 year where he hot, he has broken records. He has making so much money. Yeah. So he has made so much money. You understand?
Yeah.
In that 1 year, but the next year, if you know what again, you understand what I'm saying. So time answers a lot of things. A lot of things. Like Rave and Roses, like I said, it dropped. When was it? 2022. It dropped 2022. In 2022, I did not like it, but time has answered that for me. You understand? So time, very, very important. But right now, yes, Rema has every claim to be in any. Don't let me be sensational on this word. Say if you ask me to do top 5 in the last 3 years, I might not even put Davido.
No, Rema has done ridiculous work.
You understand?
Like,
you understand?
Ridiculous work.
Insane work.
Yes, insane work. Work rate on steroids.
You understand?
Yes, I agree.
Ashake in the last 2-3 years as well has done
Bonkers.
insane.
Ridiculous.
You understand? But I would not put him in my Mount Rushmore.
I get you now. I think I understand.
That's what it is.
Understand this explanation that you gave me.
That's what it is.
Now, working with Luna,
Yeah.
and Luna living a part of his life in the north,
Yeah.
and his experience in banditry and all of that, and him now moving. Is he still in Abuja?
No. He's in Lagos right now.
Lagos now.
Yeah.
Abuja artist is becoming to Lagos. Okay.
Yeah, you guys in Lagos right now. If you don't do Lagos,
Okay, cool. How do you feel about, like, I'm sure you saw the news about the Borno State situation, the Maiduguri flood.
Yeah.
And as a Nigerian, as a young Nigerian, how tired are you of Nigeria? On a scale of 1 to 100.
On a scale of 1 to 100.
One has just scale.
On a scale of 1 to 100, I would say 205. Oh yeah, I'm tired. Like I'm tired. I am tired. I said it earlier. Like Nigeria's greatest resource is people.
Yeah.
And this country has like the potential to be a world power if this country works. Look at sports. We are going to do it together in all the industries. We are going to do it together.
Yeah.
Look at sports. Before you mention 50 people in sports, if I don't mention like 2 or 3 Nigerians, like right now, go to movies. Before you mention 50 actors and actresses, you would have mentioned a Nigerian. Go to finance. Go to tech. Go to a number of industries. There's a Nigerian somewhere there. So our greatest resource is our human resource.
Yeah.
But if this country was a working country, trust me, we would be a world power. So it's very, very saddening watching like all of us do all of this, and then the country is still like it is. The country is holding everybody back. It's very, very sad. I'm so tired of Nigeria. This is the topic that I hate the most.
Yes.
Speaking about the struggles in this country, because I feel no stop.
Yeah.
I know I bloody hate it here, man. Like I bloody hate it here. And what makes me hate it so much is the fact that we can be so much more.
Yes, we have the capacity.
Oh, we can't be so
our biggest problem are
much
just our
more.
leaders. Our biggest problem is just our leaders.
We can't be so much more. So it's really sad, man. But yeah, on a scale of 1 to 100, 205.
205.
205.
How was it like going to Kano?
So when we decided to go to Kano,
Did you guys go by road?
oh fuck no. Why would we do that to ourselves? Like why would we do that? So when we decided to go to Kano, because when we started working on the project, it was just right that we go back to the roots. The project is called Homeless, and we just wanted to capture like the one time it felt the essence of home, of a community.
And what that is like or felt like to him.
And that was in Kano. You understand? So when we decided to go to Kano, it was a very crazy idea, and a lot of things came up. So I was reluctant to go. I can't even lie. I was reluctant to go. I was like, Omo, if we dey go, I better go. So Dafe is the CEO, is the CEO of KVLT. That's the management agency that Luna is signed to. And Dafe knows a number of people. I was like, Dafe, how far? If we go this Kano, I bet you go follow Kwakwanso talk in Peking, because Dafe knows Kwakwanso's son. They go help us find security detail. We go they follow us, waka up and down everywhere. Yes, everybody laughed, but I was serious because I did not want to go if our security was not going to be guaranteed. And you can understand me.
I would understand why.
She understand, but Luna was like, nah, that the community that we are going to in Kano is that part of the country where like people are just at peace with the life that they have. Or should I say the life that they have been given.
They're content.
She understand, like the community we went to in Kano, after that time, swear on my life, I want to go back to Kano.
Ooh.
Oh yes, I absolutely enjoyed my time there. Like I loved it. I mean, Luna is still based out in Kano. So like we have plans to go back to Kano like later this year. You know, probably
And do
like
stuff.
yeah, he has a place in Kano. He's going to
Okay.
get a new place, but he has a
Okay.
place that he's going to get a new place where all of us can always go back to anytime we need to, leave Lagos. I do not like Lagos. I have a love-hate relationship with Lagos.
I do too.
She understands. So I really want to go back to Kano. So like the community we went to, the where we went to in Kano, the people we went to do all the stuff with in Kano, they are just people that they're just living. They are just okay with the life that they have been given. They do not care about any of all those things. They are just living. There was one time like during the series of shoots that we had. So we had this, of course, we're moving around with security detail.
Of course.
We had this our white boss. So there was this one community that we went to shoot.
Yeah.
Immediately we parked. Yeah, it was for Can't Breathe video. So for Can't Breathe video, the idea was to do like a mini low-key Mad Max type thing.
Okay.
All right. So we had like plenty bike men, and we had plenty keke napep. So the idea was they would be chasing Luna on the road. So when we got to that community, and they saw all of those bike men, they started running. Like immediately we got there, they saw bikes parking.
They were terrified because you guys can be bandits. Bro.
Exactly. They were
You guys can be bandits.
They were very, very terrified. But like luckily for you, of course, Luna speaks the language. So Luna spoke to them. They were so welcoming.
Ooh.
Like they were so welcoming. So I understood it that okay, maybe they were like that because they thought something else.
Yes, of course.
And given like the climate that they live in,
what
they understand what they've experienced.
They have to take that.
But they were so
themselves.
welcoming. Like they were so welcoming. They loved everything we came there to do. Like they were so interested. We wanted to see it. They loved everything. They were so welcoming. So like that is one place that I actually like want to go live for like say 2 months and just experience Kano for
I'm
like
assuming
2 months.
it's peaceful.
Very, very peaceful and beautiful. It is very, very peaceful and beautiful. Trust me. It is very, very peaceful and beautiful. Like the people there, they know nothing really go far like that for them. Nothing. They are not.
They're not chasing anything.
They are not stressed about. They are not stressed about whatever it is that human might be thinking about.
I'll be chasing.
They are just, bro. Lagos is too fast.
It is. I agree.
Man, them out there are just, you know what? Oh, you okay? Wake up, go to work, go back in the house. Then they'll go to Ahmed Musa relaxation center in the evening, and everybody's chilled, smoking their shisha, taking their
And just living a quiet life.
living a quiet life. Sure, you understand?
Do you think that living in Lagos puts you in a headspace where you think the rat race is important?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, that's what Lagos does to you.
literally, this can't be all. Wake up, hustle, grind. Okay,
To what end?
I saw a video on TikTok that one girl put out, and she said, "Guys, it's just everything.
Yes.
Wake up, chase money, use the money to do something. Wake up again, chase
chase that
money.
same money.
Like it just feels like an endless rat race. Like she said, so at what point do we say okay, it's okay, and it feels like that point is only death?
Oh, nah. So
Do you
that's
think it's a Lagos thing?
Yeah,
Or do you think it's our generation thing? Do you think it's the life that we're in now? Because there are certain places that I've been to outside of Nigeria, and I'm like, what's going on in this Nigeria country? Like when I went to Senegal, it was so calm.
yeah.
Like people were riding their bikes, people were just doing their thing. When I went to Egypt, people were just doing their thing.
Yeah.
You just come back and bro. Bro. And I think that the older I get, the more I crave that life.
Yeah. Oh, I'm going to move out of Lagos at some point. Like just move out of Lagos. So cause I'm a night man, and I play shows like around the country. I've been to places like in Nigeria, and
It's not the same.
nah, like I loved it.
Even when I went to
there.
Ibadan.
You don't understand. Like I loved it, bro. Okay, when I was in Ibadan for a couple shows, block party one time like that. Bro, people in Ibadan, they are doing things on their own terms.
Eating their amala, living life.
Bro, okay, that day, I remember that day we got to Ibadan by around 9 o'clock in the morning, because I went with like a number of my boys. There was this block party in Ibadan that time, and I think it was the first one after lockdown. So boys boys wanted to like, we've been inside, boys wanted to
like,
chop life. So a number of my boys were like, you know what, I'm gonna go Ibadan now. We collected this 6-bedroom apartment in Ibadan. We were just there for like the weekend. Everybody wanted to enjoy it. So we arrived in Ibadan by 9 o'clock. And
PM?
we needed to eat. No, AM. And we needed to eat. But actually, if you believe, say by 9-10, shops never open for Ibadan.
Are you joking? I mean there.
Shops never open for Ibadan. We don't see chow until like 11-12.
There was one time that I went there. Because last time I went to Ibadan, I think we were trying to buy something from a shop. And I was so pressed at how sluggish the woman was.
It pissed me off, but in retrospect, I sat down and I did.
Are you sure nobody you get the problem? Because why you they try fasting?
At that time, like why you they rush?
Hey Joe.
You understand? People living life at their own pace. I love life like that too, because
slow days. I live for slow days and slow mornings.
I grew up in Ogun State. I grew up in Shagam. Before I moved to Lagos for school, you understand? I grew up in Shagam, and I mean, I saw life there. I wanted out of that place so bad. I wanted out.
The way you now experience faster, like,
You know what? I might actually miss that.
It's too chaotic.
But like I said, I think it's a Lagos thing, and you know why I start? There's about 12 million of us in this city, and Lagos, by architectural design, should not cater for more than 2 million. So imagine 2 million,
crowd.
12 million. Excessive. It is excessive. So like, for all those 12 million people to cohabit in a place that is meant for just 2 million, it is a race against time, against everything. Sure, you understand? I loved it in Calabar. Like
I've never been there.
Oh, I absolutely loved it in Calabar the one time that I went. I loved it in Calabar. Where else have I gone to that? I went to Ilorin one time like that. Well, maybe the thing is that maybe I don't spend so much time in these places.
So
the actual livelihood of these people, the life that they live, maybe I don't see it.
Maybe
but
over time I might get bored.
Yes, but like what I see, the times that I go and the small time that I spend, I absolutely love it. When I went to Ilorin, it was calm.
I think that Lagos is the place that people need to be taking in doses.
Yes, now.
I don't think this is the one that we should be dying on. Like, aside from the economic benefit, I feel like this is the place
Lagos was.
I think it's also contributing to our mental health.
Yeah.
The multitude or the large number or the number of people that feel as tired, stressed out as they feel. I feel it's like being in this place, being in a place as fast-paced as this,
as congested as Lagos.
Yes,
that's
I think
the thing.
so.
Yes.
Do you think that? What was your experience like performing at Block Party? Do you think that contributed to your popularity?
Oh yes.
Do you think Block Party
Oh, absolutely. That's a major part of my story. Like that is a big part of my story. When I started out at Block Party, so I think it was 2018? Yeah, I think it was 2018 or thereabout. When I started at Block Party, I was just a kid in Unilag.
Oh, yeah. You graduated from Unilag?
Yeah, I went to Unilag.
Oh, I went to Unilag too.
Yeah, what did you study?
Cell biology.
When did you finish?
Oh, years ago. I'm sorry, I can't remember the particular year. I'm very forgetful. But
I got into Unilag 2015.
15?
Yeah.
I was still in Unilag then, I think. Yeah, I was still in
fair. Unilag. So like, I was just in Unilag and I was just doing my thing with my boy, Titanium. You understand? Shout out Titanium. So, Block Party happened. Titanium got on the pole. He got into Block Party. And me, I loved it. I really wanted to be. So I fought for my place to, I did not do the pole. I did not do anything. But, I really wanted to be there. Like, I enjoyed performing. And I really wanted to be there. So I fought for my place there. Shout out to Tosamak, Bolilomo, and Livewire, and Tobad. Yeah. they made sure that I always got on that stage. So every time like Titanium was going to block party, I would follow now. She understand because it was me and Titanium. You understand? In school, we always playing shows together, so I would always go with him. And they did not know me. I did not win the poll. Alaji Poppy and Bizu them did not know me. I did not win the poll. It was not me. It was not a poll about me. But to Samak, Bolilomo, and Livewire and Tobad, every time I was there, they always made sure that, okay, even if it was for like 10, 15 minutes, I got the mic and did something. So I kept on doing 10, 15, 20, 30, until I was there. She understand? I feel like Block Party is a very big part of my story, man. Like, I would always love everybody at Block Party. I would always love to Block Party. It's a very big part of my story. Yeah, performing at Block Party shaped my artistry, if I can say it like that.
And also help like with the trajectory of your career.
Yes.
Do you still perform there?
Nah, not for some time now, Sha.
When was the last time you were there?
Huh?
When was the last time you performed there?
Earlier this year. I think last time I went to a Block Party was it April? Yeah. Or May,
okay. Okay, that's not so long ago.
Yeah, I think about March, April, yeah. That was last time.
But your relationship is cool with them?
Oh yeah. That's family. Like like I would always say it, they gave me a lot. They gave me a lot. I had that platform to perform every month back to back to at least 2,000 people.
Were you getting paid for it?
when we see your face. Yeah. I mean, it wasn't like, your booking fee or shit like that.
Okay,
but when I started out, it was, I wanted to do this. I wanted to get on this place, you understand? So I wasn't getting paid for that. But when it became a thing where I became a brand myself, you understand? Like, of course, this is Tolu Daniels. It's built something. And there was payment. I mean, not...
but I get you, like appreciation,
this is Block Party. This is
this is
where I started out from. You understand?
Yeah, family stuff. I get it.
Yeah.
Well, I think that generally, as young people, we also need to understand the importance of paying your dues.
Yes,
and using the platform to your advantage.
Yes.
And also, when you get to that point, it's also important to know when to start asking for remuneration.
Very
don't get
important.
Caught up in that.
Exactly.
I'm still upcoming forever.
Do not get lost in that euphoria of, oh, this is how this thing makes me feel. If not, you are going to feed off that euphoria for years, and you just realize that you're actually hungry. You understand me? Yeah. I mean, platform is great, but at the end of the day, you need to understand that first things first. You guys chop now. Oh yeah, if I no chop, if I skinny, I won't take jump for stage.
I agree. And also for the young people that are doing that, as they are fighting for themselves, it's also important for the people with the platforms to also know when to start paying.
Yeah, I think it's just about, it's like I said,
it's a balance.
It's always, just be a good person. If you're a good person to the next man.
Because there's so many creatives that will say, I don't know how to ask for money. Better ask.
Open your mouth to.
I don't know how to build.
Ask for what you think you are due. If they now say, okay, we don't think you are due this, if you are convinced that you are due that, Ogbeni, ask for what you are due, man.
Ask for what you do, in the words of Tolu Daniels, and that's on period. Thank you so much, Tolu, for coming today.
I swear, I love this one.
I really loved it.
Absolutely.
I thoroughly enjoyed having this conversation with you.
Like, I barely talk. I think the other interview, I can count on one hand the interviews that I have done.
But I feel like you just talk, you just they go.
Really good. This is really,
I think we should do it again. I really enjoyed it. And I also enjoyed like the POVs that you gave me on certain conversations that I didn't have.
Thank you for having me.
This was really good. This was very insightful. Thank you so much. Please go follow Tolu Daniels on social media at the Tolu Daniels
_ everywhere. That's
me. And also support everything that he's working on. Support him as a hype man. Support his artists.
Come to my shows.
Come to his shows.
Listen to my projects from the artists that I work with, please.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Is there any project you're working on right now that you want to shout out and let people know about?
Right now, I think I put out a tweet recently that I'm taking a break until 2026.
Oh, okay, cool.
For
personal projects.
For the last 3 years, I've done a project 2022, 23, 24, I've worked on a project, like a full-scale production that I am fully involved with here. But I think 2025, I'm going to work on some stuff, just do like a little bit of sequencing here and there, help people like put. But I think doing a full production, I want to take a break so like I can, rest my
mental,
creative
creative
juices,
space, and come back
everything, and just come back.
But you still be working with artists now.
Oh yeah, absolutely,
like,
absolutely.
Like them
of
Lonas.
Course now. Yes, now, yes, now. Of course, of course.
Please also listen to Lona's body of work titled Homeless. If you haven't listened to it, you should absolutely listen to it. And you can let me know in the comment section on YouTube how you feel about the body of work called Homeless by Lona. And make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel at Zero Conditions. Follow us on social media at Zero Conditions. And follow Pop Central too. They are partners and we love them at Pop Central. And also buy a bottle of Chivas Regal if you haven't.
Nah, this shit is actually good.
Everybody says so.
Yeah.
Everyone who has come on the show and tasted, she was like, wait, what?
Yeah,
am I been sleeping under a rock? This is really good. So buy yourself a bottle of Chivas Regal. And we still have more cocktail, Abby. I don't know why you don't want to come and tell us about your cocktail. You know what? Come and tell us about the cocktail, but it's cool. But I love it. It's really nice. I finished mine. Yes. Thank you so much for watching. Until next week. Bye-bye. My name is Melody. This has been Zero Conditions brought to you by Pop Central and Chivas Regal. And this is the Tolu Daniels. Bye-bye.
Bye.